welcome in. It is Beat Miami Thursday. I am Maniac. We got Slick, and we got a man who needs no introduction, Stevie Johnson, future Bills Hall of Famer, current and living legend. It's time to do one thing, Stevie, and that is squish the fish. What's the key to that, though? We had a good romp in New Jersey last week, took care of some divisional business there. Now we got a short week.
Yeah,
what goes into that from a player standpoint?
We got a short week. The first 2 weeks was all heavy run team, so that was a game for our defensive line and our linebackers. But these next few games is all aerial attacks. So now we're going to see the interceptions. We're going to see our guys, DeMar, the Taylor Raps. We're going to see our guys, Benford, take off from here on out. This is how we're going to dominate the Miami Dolphins.
This is it, Stevie, and a lot of people have been questionable about our secondary. Obviously, this Miami team 0-2, but a lot of weapons on the offensive side of the ball. Even though they're 0-2, how do you come into a game preparing as the secondary, knowing that you might be in for more than you can chew, regardless?
Well, you know that you're going to have opportunity. So now that you have opportunity, I mean, the guys know what's going on the outside. They listen to Game Day Hospitality. They know what's going on with Train Wreck.
They better be.
They want to shine and ball out and
Yes,
get those
sir.
interceptions, those big plays, and that's the reason why they're motivated to get these dubs.
I've been meaning to ask you after some news came out last week. The Dolphins held a players-only meeting around week 2. I saw what J.J. Watt said about it, but I want your opinions on is that just wrap up the season, or is that a good thing from Tua?
Oh, I mean, it was a good thing personally for them, but on the outside looking in, if you having players-only meetings this early, I mean, there's problems there. That's a red flag. And, hey, more power to that group and that organization, but it's just not going to happen right now. It's not going to be kick-started Thursday night against the Buffalo Bills.
Speaking of a meeting, a little reunion this week between you and QB1 from yourself. How did that go? You two have a lot going on, so it must be nice to kind of catch up for a little bit there.
Man, it's beautiful to see him. It's beautiful just to be able to be able, and at the end of the day, looking at Fitz, I mean, without 14, there's no 13. Like I was telling him yesterday, he was doing a lot of things that was going against the rules. And without him doing that, I wouldn't have been able to get the opportunity to entertain the Bills Mafia. So big credit to my guy, Fitz.
A man who's no stranger to working with a team on the ones and twos. Dream boat, Don.
Don,
what's it going to take to make tonight a dream for the Bills?
I mean, just pedal to the floor. Don't ease up. Don't take him lightly. Go right at him. Punch him in the mouth. Get after it early.
Like Mike Tyson said, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the effing mouth, and that's probably what's going to happen here tonight.
I was going to say, did Mr. Beast have a plan when he got punched in the gut by Mike Tyson last week?
Do you think that was real? I don't know. That was suspicious.
Sus, a little sus, Stevie. You know everyone does anything for the bag. But speaking of the bag, obviously getting after it tonight. Everyone knows Josh is going to come to play. I think you also know at this point James Cook's going to come to play. Who else on that offensive side of the ball are you looking at as a player?
I'm looking at, as a wide receiver, I'm looking at the Keon Coleman to ignite this thing up early. And then I'm going to say Khalil Shakir is going to get back on point with his touchdowns, but Josh Palmer is my guy.
Oh, sneaky pick.
Out on Josh Palmer.
Sneaky pick.
You love your LA boys, and we know that with Keenan Allen too. By the way, you see Keenan Allen going viral this week with his shoulders?
Yeah.
Well, what's going on with that? He looks like a gargoyle.
Yeah, we got the same thing.
You do? I want to feel you. Let me feel you. Oh! You got like horns up there.
And when you a dog, you just get it done.
He does. Time to eat. Speaking of being a dog. Speaking of being a dog and eating, before we let you go, so much to remember from the stadium behind us, especially from your perspective. I know I'm putting you on the spot here. Any specific memory that stands out? Anything at all?
What was that? 2011 against the Patriots. Well,
Pats?
actually against the
Patriots.
Raiders the week
those
before.
back-to-back weeks.
Wow, yeah.
He was down 18 points against the Raiders.
21-3.
People forget. People forget. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oakland at the time.
Here we go.
Torn groin. I couldn't come out the game. We got to get the dub. So that one, and then right the following week, it was the Patriots game, and that was the most iconic for me. That was a big game because, man, the fans stayed there maybe an hour after the game, so it was something that was special. I think that was a good time.
Special
Man right here. Speaking of, before we let you go, I won't put time in it. You're already a Bills legend. You're going to be a Wall of Famer eventually. What is there to do from a Stevie Johnson perspective? What would you want, Bills Mafia to look on this time from you? Like, in what way?
Oh, well, I mean, I just want to continue to spark minds. Let them know that, hey, if you want to connect, hey, let's connect. I'm about community just like the Bills Mafia is. Here's one thing. I feel like I wouldn't have made this team without the Bills Mafia.
Yeah.
You know, the coaches did not respect the way I ran routes. It was foreign.
Shame on them.
Yeah, but they didn't know.
It was new. It was new. It was sometimes when things are new, it scares people.
Sometimes you don't know until it's in your face.
Yeah. But the Bills Mafia knew.
Exactly.
And they kept me on this team, so I always want to connect with the Mafia.
I got one more question for you, Stevie. My favorite rapper is Lil Wayne, what I consider the greatest of all time. He has a bar on Dedication 4 where he says, "Who the fuck is Stevie J? I got the ball playing keep away." Are you familiar with the lyrics?
I did hear that,
of
and
course.
just because he said it, I was like, "Yep, that was me." But
it's got to be right.
If you dive into it, he wasn't talking good about this Stevie.
Well, he wasn't, but in a way, he's saying no one could get the ball from that guy. He's playing keep away.
In his height, Wayne loved his double entendres. I think you're included from a route sense, but not from the motif sense. If that makes sense.
The way I took at it was like you lit up his Packers team at one point in the mid-2000s, and he was pissed.
But
he paid his respect in the form of lyrics, which is greatness.
I'll take it.
Hell yeah.
We will take a time with Stevie Johnson.
Every
Clap it
single
up
time.
for him, whether you're in your car coming here, watching at home on Smart TV.
Thank you,
Thank you, Stevie Johnson.
We're
Rolling along here on Loudcast. Thank you, Stevie. A lot to do with the Game Day Buffalo tailgate. We got a lot going on. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you always.
Go Bills.
Speaking of which, Slick, we cannot sleep on the ability to appreciate dominating the Dolphins. We have the MVP. We have a lot going on. We have a raucous crowd here at the Game Day Buffalo tailgate. You can see they're filing in. They're excited for all the deliciousness. Speaking of deliciousness and exclusives, let's check in with our fans on the Salino Plumbing Fan Cam.
What's up? Can I get a word? What's up? How you doing? I'm pretty good. How are you?
Fantastic.
Sun's out. Great day for football. Who's going to heat up, though, for the Bills tonight?
Yo, let me say one thing first. Shout out to Local 6 for the stadium.
You were working on there?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Appreciate you, brother. Hell yeah.
All right, what was the question?
Who's going to heat up for the Bills tonight?
Fucking Josh Allen, baby.
Besides him, it's an easy answer.
Leon Coleman, best rookie.
How many yards? How many yards?
I'm going to give him 87.
Does this train ever stop?
No, never. Not once.
Let's go, Bills.
Here we go.
Yeah, I mean, dude, this ride is miraculous. Do you mind if I ask you a question or two? Sure. So what brings you to Twin Oaks tailgate on this bad boy?
Well, you know, I don't even have a ticket. I'm tailgating.
There you go. That's what we're here for. Who do the Bills need to cool down on the opposing side of the ball today?
Hill.
Why is that?
Well,
Speed?
they have nothing to lose. They're going to throw everything at us.
And who's going to be electric for the Bills on defense and stop Tyreek Hill?
Teron Johnson, if he plays.
If he plays, that is a big if.
That's a big if.
I hope he plays. You hope he plays?
I hope he plays.
He said he was playing? Breaking news! Teron Johnson is playing. Does this train ever stop?
Never.
Let's go, Bills. It's a hot day. Just wondering who tonight is going to heat up for the Bills.
Josh Allen.
Easy answer, so I'll give you another one. Who's going to be electric on defense that's going to shut down this Miami offense if they get cooking?
Let's go Bernard. Tyler Bernard's going to have a great game.
Great choice. Does this train ever stop?
Hell no.
Let's go, Bills. If the Dolphins are going to do anything tonight, who do you need on offense to heat up for them?
Tyreek Hill.
Okay, Tyreek Hill. And are you confident in this offense, the coach? There's been a lot of scuttlebutt this week.
Oh, I'm confident in the offense. The defense is where the struggle is.
What are your thoughts on McDaniel right now, 1 to 10 confidence level?
A 6.
Does this train ever stop?
Does this what?
Train ever stop?
Yeah, eventually.
Oh,
Not the worst team.
Can I get a score prediction?
I think it's going to be closer than most people think. So I'm going to say I'll go 24-20.
Dolphins?
Of course, I'm got to go with Dolphins.
All right, let's go Bills.
His retirement after today. McDaniels is definitely going to get fired after today. New whole change on the Dolphin side. But on the Bills side, watch Cook 3 touchdowns.
On the defensive side, who's got to be electric to shut down this Miami offense?
Electric, we're going to have the new linebackers coming in. I think Milano's out, so Dorian Williams is going to be stepping in. But I think the D-line is backfield, secondary, and linebackers are going to have an easy day because D-line is just going to ruin Tua's life tonight.
Does this train ever stop?
Never.
Let's go Bills.
Go Bills!
Woo! You're just in the wrong attire, so it's very easily attractive. If your offense is going to produce anything tonight on the gridiron, who needs to heat up for your team?
Who needs to, like, step up?
Yes.
Yeah. Tua, man. I mean, yeah.
Confidence in Tua and Mike McDaniel right now on a 1 to 10 scale.
It's got to be like -5.
-5? Is he getting fired if you guys like lose in extreme fashion tonight? Not that I want to put that in your head or anything. Wink, wink.
No, I think they'll give him the season, but if it keeps being what it's being, I mean, he's gonna get fired for sure.
Can we get a score prediction?
Oh God, as a Dolphin fan or like honestly?
Either one, man.
Hey,
Wow, look at that support from out of town.
Let's go 21-28.
Does this train ever stop?
Does this train ever stop? Meaning the Bills? What
The train.
The train?
The train. It's on the tracks. It's going. Will it stop?
Whose train? The Dolphins? I'm confused.
Never mind. Go Bills. What? I was just going to ask who's going to be hot for the Bills today. Who's going to heat up?
Josh Allen.
Besides him. Easy answer.
Cook.
Let James cook?
Yeah, let James cook.
When James cooks, we say, yes, chef, we'll have another. Thank you. Thank you very much. Boys. Train never stops. Who's going to be hot for the Bills tonight?
Shakir. It's a Shakir game.
The perfect 10? What are we going to see out of him?
Chip away. They're going to just hit him on slants all day.
Can I get a final score prediction?
Oh, it's going to be...
What are you... Oh, it's dead. Okay.
40-13.
Love that. This train never stops?
Train never stops.
Let's go, Bills.
I can't answer too many questions. I can do some. What's up?
Sir, where did you make this miraculous catch?
Deep South Miami, baby. That's it. They done. They are...
Fresh fish is on the menu tonight.
And welcome back as we are strapped in at Game Day Buffalo. No better place for a tailgate. Bills fans out there, make some noise! Oh, come on, you can do better than that. Who's ready to squish the fish? Of course, huge thank you to our Salino Plumbing fan cam. Slick, interesting fan vibe going into this Squish the Fish session.
I've seen quite a bit of Finns fans. Don't know where they came from. It's a lot of migration to handle in the matter of 3 days. But we are here. The weather's perfect, so Finns fans can't even feel out of the elements, even though they put us out of ours when we go to Miami. That's okay. Yeah. We're treating them just better than they would us. And here we are. Where else would you rather be, Maniac? Against 2-0 against an 0-2 Dolphins team.
Absolutely. It's time to act with some respect for these Dolphins. So why don't we go ahead, treat them with a little respect. Let's get some good points out of them. Miami, shout out to you. You have Pitbull as your official ambassador. Dale, don't stop the party.
Yeah, Fireball. Oh, my God, let's get it going. Pitbull, best Hispanic American rap dance music artist ever. But what does he do for the Dolphins? I know they named a stadium after him at FIU, but I haven't seen him at a game. I haven't seen him at Hard Rock Stadium, let alone.
I mean, the worst thing that LeBron ever did was literally going to Miami.
Yeah, and then everyone thought there that it was a good thing until he left, and then they had to realize that was bad too. So.
Yeah, I mean, and let's face it, nobody wants to stay in Florida more than 48 hours. I mean, you think of all the Real Housewives series. Real Housewives of Miami is by far the worst, and you know that for a fact. You're not even a connoisseur.
I haven't watched a single episode, and I know it's a fact. Also, Torpedo Dan lives in Florida, big Bills fan, flies out every week for the Bills games because he has no business staying in Florida to watch the Bills. He wants to be in the Mecca.
What would you say about Will Smith? What would you say his best song is? Miami?
Miami.
Okay.
Or I Know You Love Girls.
Yeah, Girls is a hit. Girls is a banger. It needs to get its
jiggy with it.
It needs to get its respect.
Oh, okay.
But I'll tell you what, getting jiggy with it is a spot for sure.
No.
Getting jiggy with it. With that said, going on, we heard from some Bills fans and some fans out there, needless to say, who weren't treating those Dolphins with so much respect. Let's check in with them.
Folks, we're asking Bills fans, would you rather get punched in the face every morning when you wake up or talk to a Dolphins fan every day for 1 hour? Let's see.
Punch in the face every morning, easily.
Why?
Because is it a Dolphins fan that's punching me in the face?
No.
Okay, then punch in the face every morning. Easily.
I honestly get punched in the face every morning anyways, so I'm going to take that one. Yeah, don't ask why, but my wife's aggressive. Her name's Kate.
All right, would you rather get punched in the face every morning when you wake up or talk to a Dolphins fan for an hour?
I'd rather talk to a Dolphins fan for an hour so I can tell him what a jerk off he is.
Yeah. Give me the punch in the mouth. Give me the punch.
Would like punch him like a human? Like
Yeah.
Not okay. Like how big of a human? Like a baby? Like do they like me?
It's a punch. It's a solid punch.
I mean, I definitely probably punch in the face.
All right.
But like mouth, moneymaker, or like we're talking like
right in the jaw.
Yeah, definitely that instead of wearing a Dolphins jersey. Yeah.
We're asking Bills fans, would you rather wear a Dolphins jersey every single day for one whole year or have a thin layer of chicken wing sauce on your fingers for the rest of your life?
I mean, every time I do this, there's chicken wing sauce. I'm gonna go with chicken wing sauce.
Let's go. Let's go. Thank you.
Thin layer all day long, so we get hungry. Quick lick.
Would you rather wear a Dolphins jersey every day for a year or for the rest of your life have a thin layer of chicken wing sauce on your fingers?
Well, listen, I already have that, so I'm just going to stick with the chicken wing sauce, and we'll be good.
Chicken wing sauce on my fingers, punch in the face, not by a Dolphins fan. Sounds like a great life.
I'm not gonna lie, I already have a thin layer of chicken wing sauce on my fingers. So, I mean, we can skip that question. We already know the answer to that one. If I was a Dolphins fan, I'd probably be flapping that sloppy little wet tail into that mirror, breaking it up, taking that glass and jamming it into my face. That's probably what I'd be doing if I was a Dolphins fan right now.
Shout out Fish Fry. Bills Mafia is ready to go. Shout out the Lockcast presented by Herd of Buffalo Network. Make sure you're following at Herd of Buffalo. Trainwreck Sports. The action does not stop. So I think it's time to get into some tail of the tape. Let's go ahead and throw these stats on screen, I guess. When it comes to Allen, I mean, the numbers are no joke, Slick. Basically, outside of a OSHA violation, outside of something else, 13-2 versus Miami all time.
Yeah, it speaks for itself. And I think if you want to break that down even more, ever since McDaniel wore that I wish it was colder shirt, it's a winless record as well. So the second their coach gets a little cocky, you know, he loves to do that too. When he's winning, everyone thinks he's cool, but when he's losing, everyone thinks he's a dork.
Winning solves everything. It's, yeah, big time dork.
Big time dork.
Speaking of dorks, kicking legend for the Bills, Matt Prater. We got our guy in here, 40-year-old legend.
Can't miss.
For the Dolphins, Don. Ray Finkel?
Finkel. Some of these kickers.
Einhorn is Finkel?
You got Finkel. They got what's the guy from the Chargers?
Dicker.
Yeah, Dicker.
There's some real wild kickers.
Young Wei
out
Koo.
there.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah. He's a team player.
Yeah,
Dicker, too, going with the best accuracy all of a sudden in NFL history. What the fuck?
Finkel, though. What's Finkel? That's like from Fairly Odd Parents.
Yes.
Finkelberg.
No, that's Dinkelberg.
I know, but his name's Finkel, so it's Finkelberg.
He's doing a
Thinking of the
Finkelberg.
Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Speaking of relationships that are blossoming, I mean, you think of the one between Jim Kelly and Josh, right? These guys are so pumped up. They're excited. They can't wait to see each other, talk about each other, endorse each other, love each other. Tua and Dan Marino, they don't even know each other exists.
Can I say I'm surprised? Dan Marino was on SportsCenter, and they asked him who he thought the best quarterback in the game was. I thought it was clearly an engagement bait question for him to say Josh Allen, even though he's involved with the Dolphins. He said Patrick Mahomes. And then this week you have Tua saying Josh is basically double as better at him than everything. So that shows you the confidence that Tua has in himself, his offense, and you can only imagine, Don, what confidence McDaniel has in that offense after statements like that.
Yeah, obviously I was talking to a lot of fans in the last segment. They're not confident about today. I feel like in years past, they're confident. They're like, yeah, we can keep up with you guys. There's no confidence from the fans, from the front office, from their quarterback. I mean, the Bills just got to go in and normally they say don't kick someone when they're down, but I think we should.
No, you need to kick them right in the face.
Kick them right in the gut, right in the face, and give them a people's elbow.
Oh, give them the people's elbow, the Dolphins. Of course, I think that's a great idea. With that said, rolling around, there's a legacy as well of nobody has ever gone Buffalo to like Miami and prospered. Like Poyer left, Thurman Thomas even went there for a year, had nothing to show for it. Meanwhile, you had Jim Kelly who went from Miami. That's a push. But you had Jim Kelly who went from Miami to Buffalo.
Yeah, not totally at the pro level though, right? I mean,
well, college.
I know, but came and then folks, all Miami people, if you're listening, the grass ain't always greener. You think it might be better going down to Miami, South Beach, beautiful women on the beach, great temperatures. But no, it's not always the case. No, if you want to play good football, you stay up here in Western New York.
As everyone knows from New York, and we are New York's only team, you go down to Miami to retire. You don't go down there to win. You go down there to hang it up.
Yeah, absolutely. It's time to call it a day, needless to say. Speaking of calling it a day, doing so at Riverworks and their adventure park, it's a no-brainer for the remainder of 2025 and beyond. Let's go to our sponsored segment from them, featuring some Bills fans and their stadium stories. What's your favorite stadium memory from all of them? I think I know what it is, but
it's hard to narrow it down into one thing. But just to walk into section 126 is one of the coolest things on planet Earth to me. Every game day, they get the snow game in 17, the cold games in 93, and of course the comeback game is number one to me. It's incredible to think back on that. And it was one of the greatest games in the history of football right here in this stadium.
Wait, what's your favorite stadium memory? I need this from you. You've seen a lot in the stadium.
Actually, my favorite stadium memory in this stadium was watching the Bills comeback game when they came back in the playoffs against Houston.
Favorite memory in the Ralph was probably when we went against the Patriots in the playoffs, and we had lost to them in the regular season. And it was a perfect victory, perfect defensive game, perfect offensive. Was it offensive or defensive? Either one. Perfect offensive game. Killed it. Went on to the next one. Great. Worst memory in this stadium was probably the loss recently to the Broncos when they missed the field goal. We had a penalty. Broncos won.
Your favorite memory at the old stadium?
Of the old, like the current
this
stadium?
One,
or
yeah.
Like the old
last
stadium?
Year at the old stadium.
Last year? Favorite memory? Wellesley. Red jacket, ski slope, looked like ski patrol. She was out there all day long. Hero. Did it for all of us.
All right, roof dwellers. All right, you got to give me your favorite stadium memory.
Taron Johnson, pick six against the Ravens, divisional game with 6,000 fans in there. I think that's it.
Were you one of them?
I was one of them.
Wow.
He was too.
There we go.
I remember the year, I'm going to say the Patriots win with Fitzpatrick as quarterback when they had to kick the game-winning field goal.
Week 3, 2011.
Week 3, 2011.
Yeah.
Getting that one of those 3 wins against Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Folks, some pretty wild stadium stories there. Kind of transitioning into our next segment, which is also wild. The wild card coming into this matchup. Maniac, I'll start with you. There's a lot to consider with this Dolphins team because they're all over the place.
Yeah,
Plain and simple, where do you put it as your wild card?
When you have a team that's all over the place, you need to stop them in the middle of the field. So my wild card for tonight, Dorian Williams. He's going to be called on to do a lot more tonight. I think we're going to see a big game out of number 42. I would not be surprised to see Dorian Williams with an epic performance tonight.
That's a great pick, especially with Matt Milano out. Obviously, TB can't hold him down by itself. We need 42 in there. My wild card is going to be what I was touching on with Stevie. The secondary. People have doubted it for the Bills all season. Haven't seen too much out of it yet. This is the Dolphins team that's going to thrive in that other than the run. Try and get the ball downfield. Tua still has a noodle arm. I'm not worried about it, but this is the game where secondary is going to have plenty of opportunities to Tua turn the ball over. If we don't take advantage of that, it could cost us down the line. But I think secondary's got to step up today. Jamarcus, Trey White looked great last week. Christian Bedford, phenomenal. They all got to step up yet again.
Big week for your guy Jamarcus. They obviously had a historic performance against Justin Fields. Do you think they could hold Tua under 150 yards?
I'm not going to lie. Justin Fields showed me more this season than Tua has, and I didn't think I would say that ever. So here we are. None have done much, but I think Justin Fields did a little more. Tua, I wish you luck, buddy. Stay healthy.
All righty, folks. And with that said, I mean, when either of those guys are your quarterback, it's tough to make the right call.
Indeed.
And that is our next segment from Salino Law. When you're hurt in a car crash or injury, make sure you're calling Salino Law 888-888-8888 after a car crash injury. That is the right call. With that said, speaking of right calls, we have one that's questionable. Can we get this on the screen, Slick? Right out of the gate.
Let me do this. Oh, whoa!
There we go.
Oh,
we got the dual cam. There
good.
we go, and we've got
Man.
McDermott. You saw this photo posted by Isaiah McKenzie.
I
Did
did.
McDermott make the right call with this outfit?
You know what? I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to say he did because I think he got an absolute bag for doing this. You saw what Isaiah said. It's totally out of this guy's realm of comfortability. He didn't want to do this. The only way they convinced him was a fat bag of cash, as if he needed more, right? And here he is, and he looks okay doing it. I wouldn't say he was traumatized.
Yeah, I think that is fair to say. I mean, if he got a bag, of course he made the right call. But with that said, I think it's also a beautiful-looking appearance. Don, this is a swagger we've never seen from Coach McDermott before.
As you all know, I'm a fashion guy.
You are,
I like
connoisseur.
turning up. I think, an outfit can speak 1,000 words, and, looking good is something you should always strive for. I'm going to break this down real quick. The jacket, Top Gun vibes. Love it.
Yeah,
Love it. We don't see Coach wearing tight jeans like this. Tight jeans, and is he showing a little ankle with the low-cut socks, I think, too?
He might be.
When McDermott shows any skin, it's a big deal. He's all about his big hat.
On top of that, I want to draw attention because I'm a watch guy. We got a strategic placing of the watch where it's just coming out of the pocket where he's like, yeah, I'm iced up.
Oh, dude,
I'm iced up.
if
Don't worry about
if
it.
there's one thing McDermott knows about fashion, which I don't think it's a whole lot, he knows that watch placement is absolutely crucial. You could not be involved in fashion at all, Don. You got to agree with me on this, but you got to know if you're a real MFer that watch placement is absolutely crucial.
That's a professional model-esque watch placement. Impressed on Coach. I think that's the right call every time. I want to see more of this. I want to see more of this.
I've had Bill's babes tell me he's a DILF.
I mean, his stock is on the way up. That's for sure. He made the right call with that outfit. I think it's a consensus.
It's skyrocketing.
Let's go around the horn and make the right call real quick. What's going to be the difference maker unit for the Bills tonight? I think with the defensive familiarity, with Josh's confidence, it's going to be the special teams.
Yeah, I kind of lean towards you on that. I'm going to go and separate myself because I said the secondary already. I agree on the special teams. So I'm going to go ahead and say Coach Bobby Babich. If he calls a perfect game on the defensive front, the Dolphins won't find their end of the field very much, or at least the Bills' end of the field, I should say. So not a lot of points on the Dolphins' end. Coach Bob, step it up. Let's go, Bills.
I'm going to say, you know what? I don't care if it's me taking my opponent lightly. Let's just get out of this game injury-free. I think, let's go after him early. Obviously, let's not do too much, Josh, though. I don't want to see any hero ball. I want to see fundamentals. I want to see a big score early. I want to see backups in by midway through the third quarter.
Wow.
I love that way.
I do too.
You're always getting the starters when you insist on Salino Law when you make the right call, 888-888-8888. Locking it up here on the tail end of things. Lock of the day, Slick. You giving the board any looks?
Yeah, I do have a lock of the day, and I feel good about it, but it is sketchy just because James Cook is coming into each game so far with 2 touchdowns apiece. I'm going to lace that again. It's plus 300. He's an absolute cash cow in that regard right now. I don't see him slowing down because he just got paid. But my absolute pushing, what's the word? Could happen, could not. I think we get so far ahead in the fourth that Tyrell Shavers gets a better look than he did last week and actually comes out of this with 6 tonight.
You're trying to make
Lock
Shavers
it
happen.
in.
I'm trying to make Shakir happen. I think he can't get out of the end zone.
Perfect time.
He'll find the end zone. Are we still on the deck, Don?
Oh, yeah, let's get him on.
Let's get him on.
Yeah, they're going nuts.
Folks, hey! Let's go, Buffalo! Let's go, Buffalo! Bills make me want to shout. Where would you rather be than right here, right now? our veins, Don. What is your lock of the day?
All right, my lock. You know what? I am riding with our first guest on. He spoke some words of wisdom. He's the goddamn legend of the game today, Stevie Johnson. He said Josh Palmer is having the game today. We're going Josh Palmer plus 225 anytime touchdown. He's getting on the board. Bet all his overs. It's a JP game, y'all.
I love that. And I will have you.
JP game.
I will have you know, folks, when the legend of the game attends the game day Buffalo tailgate, we are undefeated. And Stevie Johnson just puts a nail in the coffin about how we're going to go tonight.
And do you see a mattress around? No, because we're not sleeping on our other legend of the game up here partying with us at the game day tailgate, Mr. number 37, George Wilson. It's hard to believe, folks, but there was a time where George Wilson was clear-cut the best-looking Buffalo Bill. We have a great-looking team now, but it was obvious when George Wilson was running out of the roster. Great back end of the defense and a great-looking guy. Great dude off the field as well. Glad to have him here at the Game Day Buffalo tailgate. Slick, let's wrap it up for these fine folks.
Always a pleasure when the Mafia alumni comes through. Obviously, at the end of our night, we only have two objectives. Squish the fish and come out of this thing healthy. With that said, do we have one more thing left to do right now?
Lead us in.
I gotta hold up. I want to give I want to give the commenters some love real quick.
Please throw 'em out.
Folks out there, we love you. We see you. Thanks so much for tuning in. I want to give out. We got some West Coast fans.
Let's
baby.
go.
We got Shaq Cohn. Go Bills from SoCal. Squish the fish. And then we even got our boy Cash Bandicoot. Go Bills from Hawaii.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Time to say aloha to Tua.
He must be up very early. I'll say that much. With that being said, I think we're going to give it a wrap here from the Lotcast. We're going to be heading over there in a couple hours. Thank you to producer Don on our ones and twos and our whole herd of Buffalo crew. Trainwreck Sports will be bringing you these Lotcasts every home game from the top of this damn shipping container. Looking at all of you beautiful people. And with that being said, Maniac, I think there's one thing left to do. Hey, 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 let's go, Buffalo.
Let's go, Buffalo.
Let's go, Buffalo.
Let's go, Buffalo.
Game Day Hospitality and the Lotcast make me want to shout. Thank you for tuning in. Let's go, Bills.